Mr. Flanagan has had a wonderful life and career, from playing to teaching to coaching, and eventually finding his way to his calling as Director of Athletics at Northwest Missouri State University. But as I've watched this program develop over the last couple of months, I think Dick's legacy is one of being surrounded by a large family and a host of friends. Let's learn more about Dick Flanagan at this time.
A lifelong resident of Northwest Missouri, Richard Raymond Flanagan Sr. was born in 1930 in Gotham, Missouri. He attended Tarkio College from 1949 to 50, lettering in football and basketball. Dick transferred to Northwest Missouri State as a sophomore, where he lettered in football. Due to lack of money to cover tuition, Flanagan joined the Navy, seeing the GI Bill as a way to eventually get his education. He spent 4 years in the Navy during the Korean War and was stationed mainly in the Pacific. After his discharge in 1955, Flanagan returned to Northwest, where he lettered 2 more years in football and graduated in 1958. Flanagan's high school coaching and teaching career began in King City in 1958. His duties included coaching football and track and that of athletic director. While there, he coached former Mizzou Tiger All-American and St. Louis Cardinals All-Pro Roger Worley. King City went undefeated and won the Grand River Conference in 1960 and won the state outdoor track championship in 1965. After 7 years in King City, Flanagan became the head football and head track coach at Savannah. In 6 years, he led the Savages to 2 MEC championships in football, as well as a Class M state title in 1967. His high school football coaching record was 60, 31, and 3. In 1971, Dick accepted the position of defensive coordinator at Northwest Missouri State University in Maryville. The title of athletic director was added to his resume in July of '78. Under his direction, the Bearcats won the MIAA Indoor Track Championship in 1982 and 4 MIAA championships in football, including the school's first ever NCAA playoff appearance in 1984. His 2 most notable initiatives as AD were reinstating the M Club and starting the Northwest Hall of Fame. He was inducted to this Hall of Fame in 1996. From Maryville, Missouri, Richard Flanagan.
I didn't write anything. It is. I, like my predecessor, I died. I was born. In 1930, in the winter, February, Dothan, Missouri. Dothan. It isn't there anymore. Thought about being seriously going over there and putting up a sign, 50 miles an hour, reduced speed. There's nothing there. And I was there for part of the time. I came from a family of 12, and I was the 11th one. And 6 of those 12 were males and 6 were females. You couldn't have been. I've been a mistake. I wasn't very good in math, and I hadn't been in school for 13 years. But when you're 81 years old, lots of things happen, and some of them you don't know for sure. We lived in the country. Dothan was 8 miles from Fairfax, and I rode a bicycle to school. And I'd usually thumb, it was a rock road then, and I'd thumb a ride and put the bicycle under a bridge and go ahead and go to and do what I was going to do in school, which wasn't too often much instead of practice. But you can read all about that. That really isn't what I think I'm here for. I did some of the things that he mentioned there, and the thing that I did most was about a person, and a person who isn't the same color as I am, and a person who's sitting right back there with my family. Would you stand up? This is St. Joe boy, a man. He's a man. What is your name now?
Whatever you remember. Eugene.
We're arguing over names now. Sit down. But anyway, of course, in my relationship with him, there were several times that I would have tried to strangle him. He came to Northwest as a track runner, and he was a good track runner, and he brought his brother with him, and that made two of them. And we accomplished some very good things. We went to the great relays and placed up there with all of those people. We ran them down, and we were pretty high in the conference event, and that's where all this thing came about. Now, he was very undependent. I was doing all I could trying to keep him under control, to get him to do what he was supposed to do. He lived on the south end, and he came from bed, and it was a work. I went home sometimes, and I think I got a divorce about that time.
What is it? 84, 85.
But anyway, where was I? She was we're good friends now, and her husband is even here. And he's really my best friend. Anyway, Eugene now, and he went through several phases. It took him 10 years to get through up there. 10 years. And I finally got him jobs, doing little things, other stuff. He was working right there. He couldn't get it, stealing it, he wouldn't get it. We put a finish to his stealing. He stole some uniforms up the track.
Oh, you remember that?
He stole the uniform, and we came back home Monday morning. Coach called and said, "Did you guys get a uniform by chance?" And I said, "Well, I don't know for sure. I don't think we would do that." And I said, "Well, we've had practice," and I said, "Fellas, this is it. You guys are squealing. You're going to be sorry." And we ran about 3 miles, all of them. They were ready to kill him. And I couldn't find out who it was. Finally, we finally got what did we do with you?
You made me give them back to you.
Yeah. You didn't give it back to me, you gave it back to this guy that called. He called in the room and said, "Did you take the stuff?" Because they were tired of running. And I said, "Well, yeah, on your way." And I called up there, and he said, "You want to go get it for me?" I said, "No, I'm not going to get it for you. You're the one that stole it." And he did. And he did, and I told him, "I know," and that's all I could do.
Can't think of anything to say. Dick has a host of family and friends here tonight. Would all the Flanagan clan Please stand for this time. Flanagan enshrined as a member November 30, 2011, recognizing him for outstanding competence in the field of athletic administration. Congratulations.